All right, welcome to another video of us. Today we are cooking. We were going to be cooking outside because it's like the first day that was relatively nice and the air wasn't crap outside, but our new neighbors seem to think that they live in a frat house.
Yeah, so apparently they're enjoying the Corona apocalypse by having a frat party all day long.
Like
and
8 hours and going.
Haven't shut up once. So we're going to film inside today because, well...
Because y'all haven't seen enough of our kitchen during the winter.
Adapt and survive.
Anyway, so we are cooking something today called Mandu Jeongol. Hopefully I didn't mangle the name of that.
Which is a Korean hot pot.
Right, it's a Mandu hot pot. Mandu is a Korean dumpling.
We'll show you those in a few.
In Japan, it's called a gyoza. In China, it's a dim sum. Dim sum. In fact, technically, if you're in Italy, it's a ravioli. It's just something with stuff stuffed inside of it.
Exactly.
Anyway, so we've got a pot here on our nice little stovetop stove thing. We bought this pot just for this.
That's how much we appreciate our viewers.
All right, so first thing, we've got some mung beans.
Some bean sprout.
Bean sprouts, which we're gonna do across the bottom of the thing here because it serves as a nice lifter, pad, whatever you want to call it. Structural integrity.
Okay, so next we're gonna build the sauce before we put the veggies in.
Right.
Just because we need to adapt our recipe because
Korean spice level tends to be a little hot.
So they call for 5 to 7 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna go with 4. We can adjust as needed too, which is nice. So
We do like garlic, but
I'm not worried about like keeping any vampires off me tonight. All right, so that's about 4. And did you show them the garlic?
I know you've seen the regular like minced garlic in the grocery store. They've got like garlic frappe here.
I like it. We're trying it out. So we'll see how that goes.
Anyway, this is very finely minced.
All right, so this is our gochugaru, which is our red pepper flake.
Yeah, it's Korean red pepper flake.
They call for 3 to 4. Do you want to start with 1 or 1.5?
Let's go with 1.5.
Okay.
Generally about half of what the Korean recipe calls for is fairly safe for us.
Then we're also going to make another adjustment. They use fish sauce, and neither of us is no fish sauce. So we're going to adjust by just using soy sauce. I have 2 different ones, a low sodium and a regular sodium.
I think they also said on the interwebs that you could substitute like Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire or oyster sauce, I think, is another one.
I'm pretty sure we got Worcestershire sauce, don't we?
Yeah. You want to throw some of that in instead of soy sauce? So.
Well, let's just stick with this.
Okay. Sorry. We're just discussing.
It's not like we have a plan or anything.
Now, the other thing we don't have is Korean soup soy sauce, which is apparently a little bit lighter than regular soy sauce and
a little saltier.
Super salty from what I understand.
Because it's supposed to mix in with, you don't add extra salt, you just put the soup soy sauce in and that's salty enough.
There you go, soy sauce. Now, this is plum syrup. She uses green plum extract. We don't have plum extract, so we're going with syrup. All right, that's on you. That one's in there really good.
Damn. I think the ring's going to give away first. Yep.
All right. Adapt.
Hold that thought. Sometimes you just need a little hardware.
All right. So now we're going to put in 1 tablespoon of that, which I might give it a little extra shot of it.
Because anything with plum in it is good.
Pretty much. All right. So then the next step is to add 1 cup of chicken stock to thin the sauce out. And we'll just mix it all up. And then we're also going to be adding more chicken stock in just a few minutes. So now we build our pot. We're going to start placing our veggies in. So we've got Enoki Mushrooms.
Which, now, in some places in Korea, when you buy stuff that have these mushrooms in it, it's the kind of squid-looking mushroom. They'll sell it to you where it's like the entire root, where the bottoms are bundled together. And that's really annoying because then when your pot of stuff cooks, you have like this one really big chunk of mushrooms that you can't separate. So we cut the root off of it so that they separate. Next up, we got cabbage, structural integrity, and filler. We cut a whole half cabbage because it's what we had. We didn't know how much we were going to need.
Then we've got the bok choy.
Yes, so baby Chinese cabbage. We're going to cook it so it doesn't have coronavirus.
And we've got mandu dumplings. So these are little teeny ones. I'll hold on to that because we've got more. Then we have these, which are a beef dumpling of some sort.
Beef dumplings? Basically what we got in the freezer.
These ones are a little bit bigger. I think those are traditionally more of a soup dumpling. All right, now tofu.
Or dubu, as it's called in Korean. So we're just gonna
Are you going to use
stacking that
the
right in
tok
there.
today?
Oh, we can throw some of that on too.
Okay.
We're not really going to use the tofu for anything else, so I might as well pack it all in here.
I have dogs circling my feet because they're like, it's more closely to our dinner time than your dinner time. So
Tofu
some
is in.
tok. I'm going to need a knife. Don't need a knife. I didn't see that part. Okay. How much of that do you want to put in?
I'll just throw a little more over here.
So we've cooked with this before, but this is not the cheesy one we usually cook with.
This is just
the sliced
regular
one.
regular sliced doke where they make a like a tube out of it and then kind of slice it long ways catty corner.
Dumplings are kind of my fave.
So
So.
just fill it in.
So at this point, I'm just filling in, and then we're going to put green onion on it as well. But do the green onion a little closer to
When it's done,
when it's done, so it doesn't get too mushy.
maybe. Will the lid still go on? That's an important thing to check. Will the lid fit?
Cook down, so yes. Then we are going to pour the sauce kind of over as much of everything as we can get. Try and distribute it. Why not get it completely evenly, but we're going to attempt to get it at least close. I'm going to be kind of smart and just add, because we're supposed to add 3 more cups of chicken stock. I'm going to add them to this bowl to try and get whatever's left in there, because that is part of our flavor, and I got a better chance of getting whatever didn't come out. So we're going to add the rest of this.
Now, part of the appeal to this recipe is because all this stuff is relatively thin, and it's just leaf vegetables, thin mushrooms, sliced duck, and the little mandu. This won't take that long to cook. It'll take maybe 10 minutes ish. Don't quote me on that.
We're going to put the lid on.
Yep. And let's fire this thing up. Let me get in the way here for a second.
I'm going to clean my counter a little bit while he's firing up.
All right.
So we bought this handy dandy little thing for occasionally when we want to cook something and we don't want you to be stuck over top of our stove, but also because we wanted to occasionally be able to take it outside and cook.
All right, so I'm gonna put it at about medium high,
Medium high is what it calls for.
and we'll let it go. We'll be back in a few. So we brought it to
boil.
a light boil, and we turned the fire up a little bit.
And I've mixed it up a little bit.
We're bringing it to a hard boil, and we're gonna throw our green onions in on top.
Do you want all of them?
Yeah, throw them in there. What's a little heartburn?
Oops, sorry, Minnie. And the dogs are eating.
We're supposed to put the lid back on and let this boil for about
5 minutes.
5 minutes, and
So basically the game plan that you're boiling at this point is to make sure that your dumplings are completely cooked, your vegetables are softened, and your tok is softened.
but be careful that you don't overcook the mandu
Right.
because they'll just start falling apart, and that's no bueno.
Right.
It's not good stuff.
So 5 minutes.
All right, so we're about done with the boiling, so I'm gonna turn that off.
So traditionally this dish is made to be cooked at the table and you eat it out of the pot. We're gonna probably want to let it cool just a little
A
bit.
little bit. Everybody gets their own little bowl of rice, which is hot on the bottom.
It's very hot.
If you put hot rice in a metal bowl, the metal gets hot. Physics. So let's check the broth.
Will it kill the Korean apocalypse?
It's definitely got a little front end bite, but it's not super hot. It dies out quick.
Okay.
So that's good. You can taste the plum in it.
So I'm happy. I'll tell you why. Because I think we picked the right amount of gochugaru. It's got a little bit of heat,
Just enough to be bitey.
but it's just enough for my level. We probably, for his level, could have ranked it up a little bit hotter, maybe. But for me, I'm not a Korean. I can't do the super hot. So this is perfect for my, like, it's got a little bit of heat to it, but nothing too crazy.
A little bit of tofu, a little bit of dubu and a little mandu. After all, it is Mandu Jeongol. You should try the mandu. Honestly, it just tastes like steamed mandu. You do get a little bit of the spicy in the sauce on the back end, but it definitely doesn't overpower the mandu or anything.
It would, in order to overpower most of this, it's going to have to cook in it a lot longer.
Probably true, yeah.
Which,
It's probably the point.
yeah. So
you get the flavor of your mandu or your tofu, which is an odd statement because tofu doesn't really have much of a flavor, but your veggies or whatever you're eating with, you get that, and then you kind of get the sauce in the background.
So we have a video for you guys. We went to Seoul with one of my friends who also happens to be my Korean language teacher when I took Korean language last year. And we went to a restaurant where we had something similar to this. I don't know if it's the exact same thing or not, but it was definitely very similar.
Definitely similar, yeah.
So I don't know which of these videos will come out first, but we'll see. This one is based on a video that we watched by Sungkyuk Young Longest. I'm probably butchering her name, and I apologize for that.
But we'll put the link in the description.
I'll put the link in the description. Like I said, we made some adjustments to the recipes for our flavoring.
Americanness.
For my American.
For
Sorry.
Americanness.
But this is fabulous. Like, I'm not disappointed at all.
Honestly, all things considered, especially compared to most Korean dishes that you actually have to cook, this is really simple. Throw a bunch of stuff in a pot, turn it on, add a little bit of sauce. There are some Korean recipes that require you to start cooking stuff like 2 days ago. Now, it's traditional style cooking where you've got to prepare stuff in multiple stages, and there's a bone broth soup where you got to boil like ox bone or beef bone or something for 24 hours or some 48 hours or something like that.
I'm probably not going to make that for you guys. Sorry. All right. I think we're done showing them because I want to eat.
Yeah, we're going to eat. You guys have fun.
Like and subscribe.
Try your own if you can find the ingredients. This is good stuff.
Most of this you could probably find your own ingredients.
Actually, honestly, you can probably find most of this in your average grocery store.
And
can't find toilet paper, but you can find this.
The plum extract you could probably find, or plum syrup that we use.
You'd have to find in the Asian market.
Store, but
other than that, like, subscribe, do the internet stuff. We'll try to get some more videos up soon that aren't us in our kitchen, because I know that's kind of boring. Anyway, guys, have fun. See you next time. All right, so we cooked too much food. We cooked too much food, we had to call in help. And we have discovered that this recipe is disturbingly good.
Well, you can't really stop eating it.
We've been sitting here picking at this bowl of food for like almost an hour now.
Forever.
All of us are stuffed and we all keep eating.
I've literally drinking almost all of the broth in here too. It's just really good.
It's not even hot anymore. It's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, once it's cooled down, it's pretty good. That right now it would actually be good to just pour over some rice and go to town with it.
I mean, like,
And even if you're full, you can't stop eating it.
yeah. It's so good.
Oh, the thing we forgot to mention earlier when we were talking about cooking this is so totally like adjustable. Like Amber doesn't eat meat, so for Amber she would just want to like add more veggies, so she could put zucchini in there.
She could get veggie dumplings, so the dumplings don't have meat in it.
Kimchi dumplings if she wanted kimchi dumplings. There's so many things that you could modify this with that would give it a little bit more flavor, as well as just adjusting it to your taste. So if you don't like cabbage, don't use cabbage. Use something else.
The cabbage is delicious. Don't listen to her.
You could swap some stuff out. You could throw in some carrot and onion if you wanted to do a little more
I feel like
hard veggies.
We're not really Korean here because we
Honestly,
don't throw any corn in.
I think some sliced potato in that would be with that sauce would be good with some carrots.
I'm over here wishing we had cheesy toke because that would be awesome.
The cheesy toke would be awesome in this.
Somebody hoarded it and that wasn't at the grocery store today.
Aww.
This is good. The broth is flavorful. And it's developed a lot more flavor just from sitting too. So I think that's the other thing, is the broth just keeps developing flavor.
I need a nap.
Yeah.
So
I need to stop eating.
Your husband's going to be sad that he missed out on this.
Oh, he wanted to clean.
He wanted to clean though. That's his problem.
It's not my fault.
that's why you never clean when there's food ready.
True
Anyway,
story.
we just wanted to let y'all know that this actually is really good.
And not just approved by the Kimchi Rednecks, but from Amber too.
Yeah.
So, y'all have fun. We're out.